Hello, what is up guys? Eman from Peso Smart Page here. Welcome to a new episode. Shout out to all the podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today, let's talk about Pareto improvement. So what exactly is it about? So a Pareto improvement is an improvement to a system when a change in allocation of goods harms no one and benefits at least one person. This concept was named after an Italian economist and political scientist named Wilfredo Pareto. He's also well known for the Pareto principle, which was popularized by Richard Koch's book, The 80-20 Principle. Essentially, when the Pareto improvement happens, it simply means that nobody is worse off. The main goal of Pareto improvements in the general economy is to create a net benefit to society that also does not harm any member of the said society. Some, or at least one, had an improvement. Others might have stayed the same, but again, nobody is worse off. And moving on to its relationship to human psychology. Most people will reject this idea because they care too much about equality. People have this notion of a moral concept of what's fair and what's not, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Although it might deter progress if we let our own idea of fairness and our emotions or sentiments weigh more than rationality. In short, the negative emotional value of unfairness outweighs the positive rational value of the improvement, whether it's monetary, mentally, or socially. And the common example of this, which was given by Robert Reich during one of his wealth and poverty classes, which by the way I recommend you guys watching or taking, is someone getting $100 versus you getting $10, with the catch that if one party declines, both will receive nothing. More often than not, people will decline the lower amount, $10, because they think it's unfair that the other party will receive $100. They'll be more inclined to accept if the offer was $55 for each. 50-50, no more, no less, because they think that is the fair amount. People reject a proposal or a trade because of their own sense of what is fair and what is unfair. The idea of having $10 is unacceptable because someone else will receive a bigger amount, which in this case is $100. This just means that you're okay with having $0 instead of receiving a quote-unquote unfair $10. And when you think about it, this doesn't make any sense, because $10 is $10. Regardless of what other people might receive, that is a $10 gain for you. So rejecting it is irrational and a little bit foolish. And in summary, Pareto improvement aims to create a net benefit to society and the economy without harming any of its members. If it is possible, it always makes sense to do it. Pareto improvements are also referred to as no-brainers because it won't make any sense not to do it or not to implement it. Essentially, everybody wins in a Pareto improvement situation. That's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I hope you learned a thing or two. Thank you all for watching and listening. I hope to see you in the next one. Always remember, be Peso Smart.